The only place to be on a Friday afternoon, now on BBC One, Studio 9 with Richard and Otis.
Hello! It's Richard with a funny walk on a Friday. No Otis at the moment, as you can see, but we will see him a little bit later on this afternoon. Also, there's The Mask, the last Blue Peter before the summer. And Kirsten's gone to Wimbledon again. We'll see her after Bailey Kipper's POV.
Bailey! Bailey Kipper? Are you still up in the attic?
Spy ball number 208. Good. Spy ball number 311. Cool. The Bailey-izer 2000. Operational. And action.
It's Bailey Kipper's POV. Zoom out. His secret video diary.
Focus.
Directed everything he sees.
Close up on Mom.
It's Bailey Kipper. Hey, it's Bailey Kipper's POV.
That's me. Tonight was the most embarrassing night of my entire life.
We'd never do anything to embarrass you.
Never.
Parents don't remember what it's like being a kid.
When I was a girl,
I see London, I see France, I see Vicky's underpants.
They think they remember everything, but they don't. Not really.
When I was a kid,
Hey, Don, wanna play?
I don't know.
You try telling them what it's like, but it doesn't make a dent.
Don't do that.
You ask any kid in the world how they'd feel having their teacher over to their house for dinner with their family.
Forget it.
Now ask any adult.
oh, what a nice idea.
it'll be fun.
They got me good, but now it's my turn. Because now it's playback time. Teachers belong in school, like erasers and desks and chalkboards. What happens when we move the teacher outside of the school into the home of a student where she does not belong? Okay, class, where do teachers belong?
In school.
Yes. And do we invite teachers over for dinner?
No, Mr. Kipper.
Very good. Class dismissed.
Very good. Class dismissed.
Mrs. Pruitt, she's my English teacher.
Bailey,
Yeah? I mean, yes, Mrs. Pruitt?
I enjoyed your journal entry.
Yeah? I mean, you did?
I did.
Something about Mrs. Pruitt makes me, I don't know, nervous.
You have such an imaginative mind. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I mean, I will. I'm sorry.
You are a very special... Well, you're just very special.
Mrs. Pruitt's not like other teachers. What? It's not like I have a crush on her or anything. Okay. Maybe a little crush. Well, she's very pretty. And fair. And really nice. I guess you could say she's kind of perfect.
Kind of perfect.
Anyway, tonight's back to school night. The one night of the year when parents go back to school. It's the one night of the year when home and school collide. It's when our parents and teachers get together to talk about us behind our backs, like it's all some big secret. Well, I've got some secrets too. Every kid in America wants to find out what his parents and teachers really talk about when he's not around. My mom and dad won't have to tell me anything. I'll hear everything myself. Meet Tie-Ball, the spy ball. Try one for yourself. You there in the tie. Yes, you. Catch! Just clip it onto your dad's tie and off he goes. You'll see and hear every moment. Watch. Dad, I thought you might want this for your tie.
Tie tack. Great. Thanks.
I meant it just for you, Dad.
Oh.
Boy, that's beautiful. Gee, I'd love it if you could make me a pin like that sometime.
Oh, anytime. Hey! Oh, Bailey! Tie-Ball, the spy ball. Not available in stores.
And don't forget to remember to don't call now.
Let the games begin. So there they go, back to school.
Oh, well, you sure look handsome tonight, Mr. Kipper.
Thank you, Mrs. Kipper.
Please don't be making out when Mrs. Pruitt comes in. Control yourselves, people.
This is choking me. Do I have to wear this stupid tie?
Oh, well, not if you're uncomfortable, sweetie.
No, don't. So much for Tie-Ball, the spy ball. Should have wired Mom. Later that night.
Bailey, wake up. You gotta hear what happened. You won't believe it. Mrs. Pruitt used to be Laurie Sherlock.
What?
We went to college together. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a small world. Well, we lost touch once college ended. I mean, you know, she moved away and I got married and we both changed our names.
It was like a college reunion. Amazing, huh?
She is quite taken with your young man. Thinks you're quite the writer.
Cool.
And she's coming to dinner Saturday night.
What?
Your mom invited Mrs. Pruitt for dinner.
Here?
Of course, here. Where else?
What are we having? I'll tell you what we're having. My head on a plate. That's what we're having. Mrs. Pruitt coming here to my house where I live? I can't believe my mother invited her here. I can't believe Mrs. Pruitt's the same age as my mom.
I can't believe they invited Bailey's teacher here for dinner.
Yeah, it's not fair. How come they invited Bailey's teacher instead of mine?
You don't want your teacher here, Eric.
I don't?
Of course not. What if Mom and Dad do something completely hideous? I mean, what if they say something? What if they show baby pictures or tell one of their stupid jokes or even,
Mom and Dad wouldn't do that.
Bailey is so doomed.
What are you making?
Chicken cacciatore.
What if she doesn't like chicken cacciatore? Everybody likes my chicken cacciatore. What if?
Bailey, would you relax and have fun?
Fun?
No offense, Mom, but a teacher coming to your house is the exact opposite of fun.
Maybe she'll get sick. Or maybe she'll have to leave town suddenly on urgent personal business. Maybe she'll cancel. Or maybe I'll leave town.
Gone.
It was raining cats and dogs out there. Lightning, thunder, the whole deal.
Bailey, Mrs. Pruitt is here.
I'm not going down there.
Bailey,
If I don't go down there, nothing bad can happen.
Mrs. Pruitt is here.
They can call me until their faces turn blue.
Bailey, Mrs. Pruitt is here. Oh, hi. Bailey, either you come down or I'm coming up.
I'm not going down. Please, no!
Bailey, you got a lot of explaining to do.
I'm going
with no one else on the rain-dampened streets, the city looked so pretty and so desolate. The raindrops sparkling in the light of the street lamps, covering the branches of the trees like tiny diamonds.
It's a beautiful night, all righty. Oh, wow.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be an embarrassing night. Mrs. Pruitt is going to wish she had never come to our house.
Vicky, I love your house.
Oh, thank you, Lori. We like it.
Well, it's just so homey. It's so real.
It is real.
Well, when I was married to Dr. Pruitt, we had one of those horrible new houses. Well, it was just so big, it never really felt cozy. No matter how much furniture we loaded in, it just never felt filled up.
No, how awful for you.
Bailey, glad you could join us.
Somewhere between the attic and downstairs. I've forgotten how to walk. I'm Charlie.
Bailey, glad you could join us.
I'm sorry.
Well, would you like to see the rest of the house?
Absolutely. Shouldn't take long.
Well, this is the living room.
Yeah. That is my chair.
That's it, Dad. Tell my teacher you're a total couch potato.
I am a total couch potato. I can belch the entire alphabet. Want to hear me?
Very good. Keep up the good work. You are a very special, well, you're just very special. Well, you must tell me all about the painting hanging over the couch.
Oh, it's my dad.
Oh.
I never noticed how crummy that painting was. Mrs. Pruitt was gonna think our family had no taste.
Well, it's perfectly charming. It's so primitive.
Well, abba-dabba-doo to you too, lady.
I love that thing you're wearing, Mrs. Pruitt. What's it called?
This? Oh, it's just something I picked up in one of my travels in the Far East.
Is it silk?
Yes, antique silk.
Wow, antique silk.
Oh, you have a dog.
Yeah, his name is Waiter. Do you have a dog?
No.
Oh, are you allergic?
A little.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're allergic to dogs? How horrible!
It's not really a problem. I don't like them anyway.
You don't like dogs? Fine, then give us a dog. No way.
Not particularly. I'm not really an animal lover.
Whoa.
Well, I think they're perfectly wonderful for children, you know, to teach them responsibility and all that. But seriously, Vicky, I mean, if you didn't have the kids, admit it, you wouldn't have a dog.
Yeah, I would.
I just love animals. Oh, Waiter. Really? Well, to each their own, as long as you set limits. You know, I hear some families actually allow their canine friends to cruise for spillage under the dining table while they eat.
No.
Really? There's the...
So this would be your little corner of the world.
You could say that.
You took all the photographs? Well, who's this?
Uh-oh. That's Bailey.
No!
When he was a baby.
And that is Bailey's butt! Mrs. Pruitt saw me naked. Believe it or not, things got worse. Dinner was a disaster. Nobody knew what to say. I just sat there, pushing the food around on my plate, feeling uncomfortable, self-conscious. I'm sorry.
What for, honey?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Why am I apologizing? Oh, the chicken cacciatore.
Eric helped make the chicken.
I I don't actually eat chicken or meat of any kind. Perhaps I should have said something.
We salute you for your dietary decision.
Oh, well, there's salad, but I don't eat oils. Is the dressing on the side? No. There's pasta. I don't eat nightshades. Is the sauce on the side?
What's nightshades?
Potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, eggplant.
Ugh, I'm with you on the eggplant.
What do you eat?
Well, whatever it is, you look darn good.
Thank you. Oh, and Vicky looks darn good, too. Especially for a woman with 3 children.
Whoa. Mrs. Pruitt couldn't say anything right tonight. The longest silence yet. I thought it would never end.
Oh, so, were you and Mom really good friends?
Friendly acquaintances, I'd say.
Yes, I think people overuse the word friends.
There's a show on TV about friends. I forgot the name of it, though.
I never watch television, only educational TV.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, well, I watch the occasional sporting event. And the news, of course.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
We made it all the way to dessert, and nobody got hurt much.
So, who wants some cherry cheesecake? Lori?
Well, it looks luscious. But I'm lactose intolerant and I try to avoid refined sugars.
Oh, who needs you? I don't understand it exactly, but somehow at school, Mrs. Pruitt seemed cool and smart and interesting. But at my house, she seemed kind of creepy.
Donald?
Well, I'll have a teeny little slice.
He's dieting.
I put on a few pounds since I stopped playing football.
Well, we've all changed since the old days.
Yeah, now Bailey wears clothes instead of lying around naked.
Oh, so not the kimono! Do you have any idea how difficult it is to have something like this clean?
Easy. Somewhat easy. Very difficult.
Impossible!
Gee, Bailey, I thought we were long done with the milk spilling in the dining room.
I'm tiring.
You know, when you have children, you learn not to wear stuff that's hard to clean.
Well, that's one of the many reasons I don't plan to have children.
You mean you don't want sweet little kids like us?
Mrs. Pruitt was wearing out her welcome. Somehow, we got through dinner and dessert. It was horrible, but not nearly as bad as what happened in the living room a few minutes later.
Waiter! Oh my God.
Oh, these fabrics are really delicate. It's just shredded.
You can't fix it?
Well, it's not even ripped on a seam.
You know, I don't really understand why one would even have a sewing room if one didn't really know how to sew.
Really?
Really?
I was starting to understand why Mom had lost touch with Mrs. Pruitt after college.
Well, you know, we could replace this if you want.
Well, I can't just call some catalog company and order up another one of these. I'm not like you. I have my own personal style.
Really?
Really?
Table's cleared. How's it going in here? You guys catching up?
I guess after all the mistakes I made tonight, and all the mistakes my family made, The only mistake any of us will remember is the one Mrs. Pruitt made.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit.
Well, I do what I can.
Yeah, we do what we can, Scalpel.
Say, Vicky, whatever happened to that really geeky loser you used to date in college? You know, the one with the really bad long hair. He used to play the drums. Well, I tried to play the drums. You went to high school with him, and he had a really stupid nickname, like Flip or Flap or Clunk.
You mean, Kip?
That's it, Kip.
Kip's Don. Don Kipper.
Oh, there.
I married him.
So that's what Mrs. Pruitt likes to eat. Her foot. Like I said, teachers belong in school, not in your house and not up on a pedestal. Okay, so my teacher came to my house. She saw my naked baby butt.
Oh, baby.
She insulted my dad and my mom. She watched my brother act like a complete chimp. And the weirdest thing is, I found out that I've got nothing to be embarrassed about. I got over my crush on Mrs. Pruitt. Big time. And now that I know she's not perfect, I can look her right in the eye. Spyball to eyeball, which is pretty cool.
How was your weekend, Bailey?
Fine.
Anything exciting happen?
Nope. We never even mentioned our dinner. Like it never happened, which is also pretty cool. That's a wrap!
Thank you very much, Bailey. He's not back next Friday on CBBC because of the sport. And I have a sporting email here from Mark Kerrin, who's from Bedfordshire. He says, when I was on holiday in Florida, I saw Damon Hill in a shoe shop. And then when I arrived home from holiday, I saw the whole England football team at the airport and got all of their autographs. Wow, that must have been great, Mark. Thank you very much indeed for your email. Remember, England play Colombia this evening, kick-off at 8 o'clock, and you can see it on BBC One. Right now, let's find out what's happening in Blue Peter with Stuart and Otis.